Right. Hopefully that is correct. Yay! It actually has the correct details on the bloody thing. Okay. 720p, 60 hertz. Give myself a like. Might as well give myself a like. There we go. So, my friends, how the heck is everybody today? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Captain Chadwick, how are you, sir? How are things? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in, sir. Yes, so my friends, we are back on the farm here. This is Crest Farms, version 1.3 on the PC, obviously. Yeah, we're gonna continue on working. We have a lot to do. I'm gonna turn on the volume master here, just in case it's too loud for people. So, my friends, we're just gonna take a look at our settings here to be everything is hunky dory. I was playing some Bioshock earlier this morning on my channel. I want to check that out. I didn't play too much of it. I find if I play first-person shooter games, I get quite dizzy. So I have to, you have to limit the amount of time that you play. The amount of time that you play and stuff like that, for health reasons. But in terms of farming simulator, yeah, it's not too bad. It doesn't really, it doesn't affect me too badly, playing long periods of time. But one should always take everything in a moderation, and that includes gaming. So that's my public service announcement over with. So we're going to take a look at our mods. There was another new mod that came out from JCB Modding. Obviously, this isn't on console and it's not on the mod hub either. So one of your dodgy websites from JCB Modding made this one. So we're going to take a look at this. It's the JCB Fast Track 4220 Extra. Actually, you know what? We're not going to take a look at this one. Look what he's done here. What stupidity is this? The max power is 935 horsepower. Okay. The max speed is 115 kilometers per hour. What kind of nonsensical stupidity is that? I mean, the base horsepower of the 4220 is 195 horsepower, and it goes up to 230. This is just idiocy. I mean, there's modding and then there's modding. This is just stupid. Goodbye. Yeah, we're not going to even bother to look at that one. That's awful. Completely unrealistic. I have this. I don't know what the hell this is. I got a laser leveler. And I'd be interested to see exactly what this is. I do have the straw harvest add-on, as you can see. I got the custom or NEFG version of the New Holland. I want to take a closer look at that one as well because, well, one of the things I noticed about this particular mod is it doesn't have a front PTO, which is a bit disappointing. And I do have this universal tank pack that came out, so I want to take a look at that one. It's been updated, so I want to take a look at that. So that's the herbicide production package. Is there anything else we can get rid of here? Let's quickly take a look at our mods here. Let's see what we have available. So I've got the John Deere 8R and 7R. What's What's that? 400 horsepower for that one. Okay. The monitor, yes. Right, so let's go through our mods here to make sure everything's okay. I'll do that. Don't need that. Get that one there. Crest farms. Retriever. Gonna take a look at the laser render. GCP fast track. Egg storage. Dairy barn. I might get rid of that one. Oh, we have that one. I'm going to enable that. I've got the straw harvest add-on. Okay. We're going to get rid of the forge mixing station. We're going to get rid of that one. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that. So we're going to disable a number of mods here, just to make it easier. Keep the auto load. Def, Elmer's cutter. Keep the global company. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Lime station. That. Clear speed, Quasar, Rubicon. Yes, we're going to get rid of that. Should we get rid of the TMR station? I wonder. That's a good question. Let's hold on to that one. Real dirt, powerful spotlights. John Deere. Porsche pack. I'm gonna get rid of the hairdryer. And yeah, I think that's a good spot to get it under. Right, so we have bales to pick up. In my previous video, I don't know, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whenever it was, I think it was a Wednesday. Ignore that helicopter sound, that will go away once we get into the game. That's a bug. So, my previous video, I had harvested all my fields, down straw spots, created bales from those fields, or that from the straw swap. So this is what I own right here, okay? So I have, 5 fields. Eventually I want to buy this, okay? 24. I want to get 11. I want to get 14. So, I want to kind of, have it like a central hub area. So I'd be thinking about, so this area here, so you can see there 24, 11, 14, 7, and 3. So that's kind of my goal there, is just to have that area. So we do have some, well, not yet. We have to carton, empty pallet, and manure. So we have our horsies there. Let's go down here. Liquid transport. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. How did I manage that one? Oh, oh, here it is. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Okay, so this is the liquid transport pack here. So you kind of get all this stuff. Slowly and digest it. Okay, that holds everything, but what the hell? So what am I going to do with this? Where do you put this thing on, I wonder? So there's a couple of trucks here. What do they hold? Plus a shuttle tank. UST 3000. Universal shuttle transporting various liquids can be converted to a liquid manure spreader. Can be mounted in all trucks. Okay. That's not very good. Universal decal 1, decal 2. Silo skipper, universal. Wheel setup standard, white tires. Main color. Oh, we have white. Interesting. Oh, that is interesting. Rim color. Oh, okay. Silo skipper. Universal tanker. Universal 2. White tires. So what is the price of that? Oh, that's an IT runner, is it? Let me get a truck, I suppose. So what's the cheapest truck here? It's white. Okay. So can you guys hear the game audio okay? Let me know if there's any issues with the game audio there. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So you can unfold it there. And it looks like there's a meter inside as well. You see that? That's interesting. Refill def canister. What is the game audio, I wonder? Volume, okay. So I can't hear a damn thing. Close cover. $114,000. That's not very good. So what's going on there now? So why isn't that filling with slurry? Ah! What the hell? So you have to go over the thing here. So it shows the capacity on the back. See that? 3,296. And yeah, it's 3,296. Let's try that again. So it must be full. Okay, what do we do? Let's move this out of the way. this baler out of the way. Hey, John Brock, how are you, sir? How are things? Let's organize ourselves here a little bit better. Back on the farm here again. Just catching up with a little bit of work. Plenty to do as always. One thing I can say, safely say about Farming Simulator is that it is never boring. It's never a boring game. There's always something to do on the farm. So. Let's see if we find an autoload trailer. We are going to sell some bales. There's over, I think there's 109 bales on the map, as far as I remember. Now, one of the things here, you have to bloody... Oh, I have to set the bales. So this is a Z. Large square bales. And then I need to see that. So there's some keyboard commands that you have to, you know, you have to press for it to work. It's not automatic, not with these ones anyways. This is more of a kind of a PC version of the autoload trailers. And you know they have keyboard commands and stuff. I'm not a big fan of picking them up normally, which would be with a front loader attacher. Who's got the time for that? There's way too many bales to pick up to be messing around with trying to pick the damn things up. There we go. So you need to be fairly close to the bales here. You know, you have to be quite close, as you can see. Oh, he's full. Okay. So we've got the belts on. So because of the issue on this map with regards to the barn not functioning properly, so the frame rate dropped there, and I went over the crop area. One of the things I've had to do here, as you can see, is I've had to manually put down a barn area, as you can see here. So that's what I've done here. So this is a sales point. This was necessary, you know, otherwise there's no way I would be able to do this. So I made $5,000 there. Oh, DJ is live in 30 minutes. Holy buckets, I didn't realize DJ was live. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is I'll stream for another, I don't know, 27 minutes maybe. So he's going live in it's going live in 29 minutes, okay? So I'll end my stream in about 27 minutes. All right, and then that should give, you guys time to head over to DJ. His pre-stream is up at the moment. It's up, and so whatever you choose to do, my friends, stick around with me. Stick around with me for the next 25 minutes or so. That's cool. If not, you can head up to the pre-stream on DJ's channel. Up to yourselves, my friends. Generally, we don't, it's kind of an unspoken rule. That you don't step on other streamers' toes. And I wouldn't step on DJ's stream. You know, give him the full floor, as it were. So that's good. Now that's 2 fields done. Oh, holy crap. Take it easy. There we go. So that's 13 bales. So let's get these ones off the field as well. I'll have to see about whether I'm going to do any ploughing. I may plough this field. I'll have to see. So that's 20, oh crap, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Fasten the straps. So yeah, I'll be over in DJ's stream myself. What I'll probably do is, I'll continue to stream offline myself, and excuse me, and I'll watch DJ's stream while playing Farming Simulator. A lot of people do that. Right, so let's unload these. There you go. Another 5,000 there. Okay. So now we'll hit the auto load again. Oh, holy pockets. Nathaniel Lee, how are you, sir? How are things? I do, Nathaniel. I do have the straw harvest on. Yes, I do. Should be coming to console Tuesday week, I think. Hopefully, if Giants contest it. And I also have the. Do you remember a few days ago in DJ Goham's stream where he pointed out some kind of bonus? What was it called? Some like an Easter egg or a hidden item or something. I have it here. So that's the pellet heating plant. So, I mean, obviously, it's not placed or anything, but I have it here. So with your own pellet heat plant, you can use straw pellets and wood chips to produce heat. Once the bunker is full, it runs for a while and produces heat and income. So there you go. I have that installed. How are you, Nathaniel? How are things? So yeah, DJ is going to be streaming in about 24 minutes time. So I'll be ending my stream just before he goes live. Give you guys something to watch, before he starts up his stream. If you haven't seen my video playlist, I actually streamed a different game this morning. I tried out BioShock. I don't know if you guys remember. It's like a first-person shooter. Yeah, I got the BioShock collection on Steam. So I did a little bit of that this morning. It didn't stream too long. I'll do little bits and pieces of it as I go along, and complete the story mission, whatever they call it. Zeke and Streak, how are you, sir? How are things? So there's 24 bales there. I'm not too bad now, Zeke. Hope you're well, sir. As I was saying, DJ should be streaming in about 22 minutes. I will be ending my stream once he goes live, or a minute or two before that. I saw that there is an update for, what the hell is it called? Son of a bitch. I downloaded a map. USA Legends 1.002. There was a recent update for that map. So I've downloaded that, and I want to take a look at that one and see what it's like. Has anyone tried USA Legends? I'm wondering. So we're getting about 5,500 per 24 bales, which it's not great, but it's not bad either. We'll get the auto load cracking up again. So we're going to continue to fill up this bulk bunker with chaff, and we're going to try and fill it up as, I don't know, at least 1 million litres. Thank you very much, Zeke. Appreciate that, sir. So we've 131,000 left in the bank. I had to borrow 1.5 million because, well, poor farmer. So yeah, as I said, the reason I did the BioShock was, people were saying to me, do you play any other games other than Farming Simulator? Well, I do. I don't necessarily stream them, but I do play them. So BioShock, Battlefield series, I have Battlefield 4, 2, 1. Don't play Call of Duty. I have the Fear series. I have all of the Lego games. I have all of the Batman Arkham games. All the Batman games. All the Sniper Elite series. I've got a fair amount of the various farming games that are on Steam, available from Steam. So I've got about just slightly over 100 games in my Steam library. And what I do is, I wait for sales on Steam. And I also use a site called Instant Gaming. You can get some really, really excellent discounts and deals from there. on Steam codes. Never had a single issue with instant gaming so far. All the codes have worked. Nothing has been, you know, blocked or disabled or whatever. So yeah. So you can't auto-load. Yeah, someone will have to modify the someone will have to modify an auto-load baler to support the straw harvest add-on. I'm sure someone is working on that at the moment. I would imagine the bunker. This is a. Let me just see this here. I mean, this is a large bunker, isn't it? I think it's a large one. I could be wrong about that. I would imagine. I don't know. I think you could get over 2 million liters in this. I believe you can. I've seen Julian put 2.5 million liters into one of these things. You know, it is possible, and you could fill it right up to the top. You know. So yeah, it's going to require. There is an update for the straw harvest add-on. I am aware of that. 1.001. FS Club says he has it already. I think he's been given a preview or testing it or something like that. So yeah, there definitely will be an update, and also we should start to see mods. Now, one of the good things about the Straw Harvest add-on is that it's not a protected DLC. So what I mean by that is, you know, anybody can download the DLC. It's not copy protected. So, you know, if someone wanted to modify it or pull it apart, you know, and make changes to the DLC, they can quite easily, because, as I say, you know, it's not like the other DLCs that have copy protection. So that's another one there. So we've got about 14 minutes before DJ goes live. Train sim. It's on my radar, but train sim world is like really expensive. I think someone added up all the DLC and it came to €2,500 to buy everything, which is just insane. I've never seen anything like that. What I'm actually waiting for, and I know that Farmer Min has been preparing for it as well. You know, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm really looking forward to that one. I have a feeling that could be some kind of a live subscription service. I think you might have to pay a yearly. That's just my speculation. That hasn't been announced or anything. I'm just speculating that maybe you're going to have to pay some kind of yearly subscription fee for that game, based on, you know, what it actually is going to be. But I mean, you can play it with an Xbox controller, but if you really want to do it, you'd need the full, like the flight sim stuff, you know, like the Logitech flight sim. And Farmer Min does have some of that stuff himself. I mean, I've been looking at it, but it's like, to buy everything is really expensive. Could be talking to buy a whole flight sim kit would be, I mean, it varies, but even the cheapest kit would probably be over €1,000 to buy all the stuff. Oh, I need to enable the auto load there. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and fill up the bunker as much as I can. I'm not as good as it as Julian. Julian is like the expert at doing stuff, you know, filling bunkers. He has developed little knacks and ways of doing it. But I've gotten over 2 million liters in one of those bunkers before, but I've never hit 2.5. I think I hit about 2.23 million liters. But as I said, if you were to really work with it, I think you could probably get about 2.5 million, I think. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's, as I said, that's just my speculation. But considering how advanced this Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to be, I mean, I could imagine it being used like, as you said, like the iRacing, where people actually learn to, you know, drive on it and stuff. So it could be good enough to be able to learn to fly on it, you know. You know, it could be like a proper, you know, flight simulator. So that'll be interesting. I'm not sure if I picked up all the mails. I think I did. I still hope I did. Oh, holy buckets. But, I mean, you know, if you're going to do something like Flight Simulator, I don't know. I wouldn't feel right just using an Xbox controller or something playing it. You know, I'd have to do it like the full thing, the full Monty. There we go. That's it there. Hey Charles, how are you, sir? How are things? So that wasn't too bad. So what did let's see. I don't know if it tells you if there's any bales left to go or not. Let me just quickly zip over here and let me see if I've missed anything. So we've got about 10 minutes left before DJ goes live. Let me zoom out here. So what I'm going to do is, while DJ is streaming, I'm probably going to, I don't know, either plant or plow these fields. A lot of them are, you know, ready to rock and roll now. So that'll need to be fertilized. You know, they need to be planted. That has grass in it. That needs to be planted as well. So they all need to be, you know, planted. As I said, I have a feeling I might have to plow this field, you know, to reset it to 0. Because I don't know what stage this particular field is at yet. As I said, I could plant it once and then it may need to be plowed straight afterwards. Oh, crap. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get my little Underford subsoiler, which is an excellent piece of kit. Actually, you know what? Let's stop for a second. How about something like this? Now, I showed this off before. Now, even though it says it needs 540 horsepower, I've actually used it with a lower horsepower machine than that, and it works absolutely fine. So this is a South American company, obviously Brazil, a GTS Terra. This is a straight plow, 540 horsepower, 7.1 meters, and 9 mph. So let me just lease that, and let's go down and get it. The shop isn't too far away. So if you haven't guessed, this is essentially based around Ravensport. So this kind of area here is more or less Ravensport, and then it's been expanded outwards, to a 4x. But it's not a copy and paste of Ravensport. It has been modified and changed. So while some of the layout of it will look very familiar, other parts of it are different. No major, well, it depends what you call a bug. I mean, in terms of the actual map itself, I haven't noticed any major issues, but there are some problems with sales points not functioning properly. So specifically, the barn is not functioning properly, unfortunately. And I believe there are some of the factories aren't, they're not functioning correctly either, unfortunately. Oh, that was a tight squeeze there. Can you fold this thing? You can't. Holy shit. Look at this thing. You can't fold it. I wonder in the real world, is it like that? This has to fold in the real world, surely. Holy buckets. Look at this thing. So yeah, it is. It's essentially based on Crest Valley. Yeah. As I said, this area here, the town area, is definitely a lot of it is based around Crest Valley. Not necessarily copy and paste, but the basic layout is the same as Crest, but they've changed a few things up here and there. This is a bit dodgy. Holy buckets. Oh, this thing definitely needs to fold. This is way too big to be carrying around. Lord have mercy. Ooh. So this is essentially a plow. I suppose you would call it a ripper. I suppose that's what, depends what your definition is. A ripper would be maybe a subsoiler, a ripper, a straight plow. Now, as you can see, this, even though it says it needs 540 horsepower, this is pulling it absolutely fine. So we'll put on a headland here. So, yeah, I think actually, you know what, guys? I've just got the notification there that DJ's going to be, going live and stuff. So, listen, what is a good computer for FS19? Oh, that's a good question. I tell you what, Ferrari, if you head over to, I don't know if you're subscribed to Mr. DJ Go Ham, but I'll be over there in a couple of minutes. I'm one of the moderators, the Smurfs there on DJ's chat. So I'll answer your question over there if you want. So listen, guys. Yeah, DJ Goham is live at the moment now. The countdown has begun. So what I'm going to do on my end here is I'm going to end the stream here, and I'll be watching DJ stream myself. I'll keep playing offline, and then maybe we'll see in a couple of hours. I may go back to streaming again. We'll see what happens. But listen, for right now, my friends, we're going to say thank you, take care, and we shall see you again soon. Bye bye.